What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jess. Welcome back to another video. And today we are going over our week 2 predictions. Week 1, we did terrible. I didn't even go back to see which ones I got right and wrong. And I should have had a little something to tell me which one I had, keep track of. But I'm not going back and doing all that. But anyways, week 2, starting off Thursday, we have the Jets at the Bills. Both teams are 0-1. Both teams can really use a victory. Nobody really wants to start 0-2. It's tough because I love the Jets defense. But we're going to go on ahead and go with the Bills on this one. You guys seen Revis last week? He looked terrible. He looked terrible. Now, it was A.J. Green. Now, if anybody can make you look terrible, it's A.J. Green. I think a lot of people are not giving respect to the monster that A.J. Green is instead of, thinking it's a decline from Revis when A.J. Green's a top receiver in the world. So, he's tough. But, I got the Bills on this one, man. I think Shady McCoy is going to be a big factor in the receiving game. I see Reggie Bush doing absolutely nothing because he's a bum. But, I see Shady getting, 50, 60 rushing yards. Another game where I predict he's going to get over 100 yards combined total. And I got the Bills on this one, man. I got the Bills. Go with my gut on this one. Next game, we have the 49ers against the Panthers. And no question, way too easy. The 49ers are going to mud stop the Carolina Panthers. Did you see how we looked against the Rams? Did you see how dominant we looked? And how they struggled? And how they didn't even get in field goal range? I mean, it was the slobber knocker. And this not biased. I got the 49ers going 16-0. And so far, I'm right. So far, we're 1-0. So, look at these rush jerseys, though. Next up, we got the Cowboys at the Redskins. And tough game for the Cowboys last week. Lost due, lost. What was it? I think it was, I'm not sure if it was by 1 or 2. But they were closing in on field goal range, which would have, let me just go back to week 1 to really make sure. Because I done actually spent a lot of time watching the games last week. And okay, so they were down 1, so a field goal would have won them the game. Closing in, just didn't have any timeouts, but Dak looked good. Dak had a pretty good game against what I thought. I did pick the Giants to win, but I thought the Giants were gonna handle the Cowboys offense a lot better than what they did. Figure it's a rookie quarterback, starting against their rivals. They have a very, improved pass rush from the Giants. And even though rushing-wise, the Giants didn't do what they had, usually like to do. But, as far as keeping a nice, clean pocket for Prescott, they didn't do too bad, man. And they actually did a good job. Prescott looked good. He looked a lot better than what I thought he was going to look. The Redskins, Matt Jones didn't do a damn thing last week. And that's tough. They got to get the running game going. They have to. I mean, the Cowboys don't have, a top-notch defense. So, hopefully they take advantage of that. But I got the Cowboys winning this game. I think Dez gets more than one catch. And I think the Cowboys are victorious in this one. Right here we have the Bengals at the Steelers. Very good game right here. Very, very, very good game. I'm going ahead and roll with the Steelers. Steelers looked amazing on Monday against the Redskins. Antonio Brown was dominant, as he always is. D'Angelo Williams had one hell of a game. Now, mind you, it was not against a defense of the Bengals. But, still, that Steelers offense just always is doing good. And we're going to go with the Steelers on this one. Saints versus the Giants. I'm going to roll with the Giants on this one. Now, Saints lost to the Raiders. I think it was 45, 44, whatever. Jack Del Rio ended up going for 2 points, and they ended up converting for the W towards the end. And it was very. It was. I think. What did they go to overtime? I don't know. That was one of the games that was catching a lot of attention, and it didn't go to overtime. Okay. 30. What am I saying? 44 or 45? 35, 34. The Chiefs game went to overtime, is what I'm getting mixed up in. Right, Chiefs and the Chargers, I believe, went to OT. Let me just make sure my facts are correct here. Yeah, okay, they did go to OT. Okay, yep, just double checking. I knew one game with OT. The Raiders and Saints had a very good game. Saints with Drew Brees is always going to have an amazing offense, but I like the Giants' defense, and I really do. I think their defense is going to be really, really, really good this year, and I like them to pick up a few necessary stuff. It's tough to go up against the Saints and think that the Saints are not going to outscore their opponent. Believe me, it's tough. But I like the Giants. I like what they have on defense, and I think Eli does enough to go on ahead and get the G-Man a victory. Patriots at the Dolphins. Not going to lie, I did not see the Patriots beating Cardinals on Monday. I did not see it. Figuratively and literally. I literally didn't see it because I slept through it. No, Sunday night. Not Monday night. Sunday night, excuse me. Did not see it. But I got them going. I got them winning over the Dolphins. I think the Patriots, that right there was definitely a game. Not too many people had the Patriots winning. Opening day, Garoppolo starting his first career start against one of the toughest teams in the league, in the Cardinals. Most people would probably tell you that they saw the Patriots going 2-2 until Brady returned, and one of those losses were definitely going to be the Cardinals. So that was a very big win, and we got the Patriots winning over the Dolphins. Chiefs at the Texans. The Chiefs did not have Jamal Charles week 1, but Ware had one hell of a game on the ground and through the receiving. But I love the Texans. J.J. Watt, Clowney and the boys, Barwin. Love what they have to offer defensively. We're gonna go on ahead and roll with the Texans. I believe they're gonna win over the Chiefs. Next game, Lions and the Titans. I'm going to go with the Titans. We'll go with the Titans on this one. I believe Mariota bounces back and gives the Titans their first victory of the year. So we got the Titans over the Lions. Ravens and the Browns. Ravens, no need to explain that. Seahawks and the Rams. Now, the Rams looked terrible on Monday versus my Niners. I mean, terrible. They looked terrible. And not really sure what their game plan was, but they had trouble in all aspects of the game. I mean, they looked terrible, and the Seahawks defense looked pretty good against the Dolphins. Definitely think their defense holds the Rams to less than 14. I see them getting maybe 10. Seahawks defense is so dominant. Rams offense looked terrible. I mean, if their offense comes out anywhere near how it looked Monday, they're not going to score a game the first 2 weeks of this damn season. Buccaneers at the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals regrouping, and I have the Cardinals winning that one. I don't think Jameis Winston is going to throw 4 touchdowns in this game. I think the Cardinals come out and win this game. Jaguars and Chargers. Going to go with the Chargers on this one. Not really a fan of the Jaguars. I know they got some ballers over there. I know they got some weapons, but just not real fan of the Jaguars. We got the Chargers. Falcons and the Raiders. Think the Falcons bounce back on this one and they defeat the Raiders. Think they will go 1-1 and defeat the Raiders. And Julio has himself a big game. Broncos and the Colts. Andrew Luck looked great last week. We're going to go on ahead and roll with the Broncos. Their defense is amazing, as we saw them versus the Panthers on Thursday night, last weekend to open our NFL season. Broncos defense just looked really good. C.J. Anderson had a good game. Just see the Broncos not letting Luck do what he did last week. Again, Broncos defense is so good. So I see the Broncos going up 2-0 just off of defense alone. Packers and Vikings. Very good game Sunday night. And we're going to go with the Packers on this one. Now, the Vikings did score, I think, 2 defensive touchdowns last week, which definitely helped them beat, I believe they played Tennessee. But the Packers offense looked great Sunday. I actually saw that game, them against the Jaguars. And Aaron Rodgers looked great. Jordy Nelson's back. Eddie Lacy still looks out of shape, but looks just very tough. Just their offense just looks great. And with Jordy Nelson back in the mix, I can see Aaron Rodgers going back to that MVP form. You know, that type of player that we know him to be. Monday night, the Eagles at the Bears. Jay Cutler is terrible. He's going to throw 19 interceptions. You heard it here first. Don't at me on Twitter. Eagles go up 2-0 on the season. So, to recap, I got the Bills over the Jets, the 49ers over the Panthers, the Cowboys over the Redskins, the Steelers over the Bengals, the Giants over the Saints, the Patriots over the Dolphins, the Texans over the Chiefs, the Titans over the Lions, the Ravens over the Browns, the Seahawks over the Rams, the Cardinals over the Bucks, the Chargers over the Jags, the Falcons over the Raiders, the Broncos over the Colts, the Packers over the Vikings, and the Eagles over the Bears. So those are my predictions, man. Leave in the comment section what games you guys don't agree with, what games you guys do agree with. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. It's your boy GS. Look at these Rush jerseys, though. It's your boy GS, and we'll see you guys next video. Peace!